What's up, guys? How's it going?
Pretty good.
All right. I wasn't expecting a response. So, no, I really do love Notre Dame. I absolutely had a blast here, and I really means a lot to talk with you guys today. So I'm gonna get right into it. So growing up, my whole life I played sports. Okay, baseball, basketball. That's all I knew. So I got to Notre Dame, and I just wasn't what they were looking for, and I didn't end up playing, and it was really devastating. But I ended up, finding other routes, which led to filmmaking. So when I was 15, I was going into my sophomore year here. I started making really crappy YouTube videos with my friends, and I still hang out with those kids today, everything, but they were really god awful. And but I thought they were hilarious, and they got around to Rez and Regina, and those girls kind of thought they were funny, so I kept making them. And by the time I was a senior, I was lucky enough to take a class here with the teacher's name was Tyler Beatty, and it was a drama class. And he kind of became a mentor to me, and he forced me to do the school play that year, which was Peter Pan. And I was like the crocodile and a pirate, all right? And really degrading roles, but it really made me love the entertainment and making people laugh, and I kind of got the acting bug from that. So in his classes, he allowed me to do short films and sketches instead of performing live on stage, like what all the other students had to do, and this kind of like helped me practice and learn from my mistakes and mess up, and I would get great at it. And I was so grateful for the class that I was able to do that, because it was such a learning experience for me and helped me develop my skills. So by the time I graduated in 2010, I was 18, and I got my first job, and that was working on the set of Transformers 3. So, as you can imagine, it was insane. You got Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, Victoria's Secret model, Shia LaBeouf, cars, everything blowing up every day. And that was my first job, and I went in there with nothing but my YouTube videos and my graduation suit on. And that, I think, alone separated me from people who were way more qualified than me. So I went right into film school at Columbia College, and I got my creative posse, is what they called it, and I still work with them today. I actually have a fashion shoot at Columbia directly after this. So I started making films, and by the time I was a sophomore, I had the chance to work on the NBC television show, The Playboy Club. It was a 1960s retro show, and I was a background actor. I didn't have any lines or anything like that, but I worked 3 times a week as the same character. And one day I was lucky enough to be able to rehearse a scene with Jenna Tatum. Jenna Tatum is Channing Tatum's wife. She's in all the stuff on movies. She's a smoke show. And she was in like a little pink little Playboy outfit. And here's me, a 19-year-old, rehearsing lines one-on-one with her and the director, with the camera rolling, going and everything. And I had such an adrenaline rush. I was hooked. Okay? So I decided to go full throttle with this thing. And come that spring, I got called to work on the television show Chicago Fire. And on that show, I was Taylor Kinney's stand-in. So Taylor Kinney's the man. He's done like Zero Dark 30, and his new movie out right now is The Other Woman, and he's dating Lady Gaga. The guy's awesome. I mean, I've been learning from him for the past 2 years, and I was a stand-in, which means I dress like his character. I learn the lines, I rehearse for the crew, the director, the producers, and I sometimes rehearse with the actors, or I double for him. So I did that for 2 years, 5 days a week, 12 to 15 hours a day, and that just ended about a week ago. So in the in-between, I did my own film, my first film, legit film, all right? It was a 40-minute film. I raised money, and a lot of people from Chicago Fire helped me out with props and equipment, and we got about $20,000 to make the movie, and that just got completed. We had a big screening downtown, and people from the cast and stuff came, and now we're going to send it all over the world for festivals and everything. So, now I'm just working on a couple of scripts. It's either going to be a full-length feature film in Iowa that's a horror movie, or this crazy psychological or true story all over the country. Basically, we'll see which one pans out. But guys, so Notre Dame going here is really is a privilege, and your family sacrificed a lot for you guys to go here. So going forward from graduation, whether it be college or job or just the real world in general, keep what you learned here. I'm not talking about math and science and stuff. I'm talking about the morals and the way of life, everything I taught you. You're gonna get into college and you're gonna get introduced to a lot of interesting people and a lot of temptations, and just really think about your roots and everything like that, because everything you do today affects you tomorrow. Your past follows you forever. So try to make right decisions, and be a leader. Me personally, I didn't go out and party and everything. I stayed in film like a loser. But even at a party, someone wanted me to drink. Somehow I got like a frat party. I wasn't even a frat. I didn't go to school or anything like that. I got into one, and the president of the frat wanted me to drink and stuff, and he didn't want me to drink off of me. And I respectfully declined, but and I've seen a lot of people cave into that because a lot of people will kick you out of a party if you say no to their drinks and stuff. But I've learned that you will get a lot more respect as a leader if you stand up for you, than if you cave in and follow everyone. You want to be a leader. You want someone to follow you, right? You don't want to follow the pack. Let's see. Don't waste your education. You guys are young, okay? You want to be able to be ready and be able to make something in your life by the time you guys graduate. Or if you're not going to school, save up now, work, and try to put your money or your efforts towards your dreams, okay? If you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have something you want to do it, because no one has the right to tell you you can't do something, okay? No one. If you think you can do it, you can do it. And something that I've lived by my whole life is something my father told me, and that's, if your mind can conceive it, your body can achieve it. And I really do believe that. So, especially when I was here at school, all boys school, doing some comedy videos and stuff, got made fun of a lot. And I said I wanted to do, I want to be an actor, I want to be a director. And no one does that. Such a small percent of people actually succeed in that. And that motivated me so much. Just if someone tells you you can't do something, personally for me is my biggest form of motivation. There's nothing better to prove someone wrong with your skill. You don't have to say anything. Just put a smile on your face and prove them wrong, all right? And what else can I talk about here? Let's see. I think also too, keep your faith after college. No one's going to be forcing you to take religion classes after this. You're not going to have to go to church. You're not doing any of that stuff. So I think it's really important, whether or not what your beliefs are, but it's kind of necessary in life. That's what I've found. And quick story: once on Chicago Fire, it was Ash Wednesday 2 years ago, and I woke up early. I went to mass, got my ashes, and I'm on the monitor all day. The whole crew is watching it, and I have this big cross on my forehead, and I didn't think anything of it. And later in the day, one of the crew members came up to me, and they said that, hey, dude, we were watching on the monitors, and we kind of had to stop what we were doing because none of us knew what was on your forehead. So we Googled Ash Wednesday, and none of us had a clue of what it meant and what the religious meaning behind it was. And just because of what you did today in Practice Religion, a crew of 50 now know what Ash Wednesday is. So stay with it, and I'm not here to preach about that stuff, but one last thing is just that, be a Don. I really do mean that. I don't mean being an alumni of Notre Dame. I mean, be a gentleman. My parents, raised me that way, and Notre Dame embedded it in my head, be a gentleman of Mary, because being a gentleman probably got me more jobs than my actual talent did. Having a smile on your face, being genuine and ambitious, you guys have to be hungry. You have to show that you're hungry. And if you don't do something full throttle, it's not going to happen. Okay? So I leave you with that, and I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. And go get them, all right? The world's your playground.
It's a pretty tough act to follow because I found my passion behind the camera, not in front of the camera. And as you'll see this morning, I'm probably much more comfortable behind the camera. But I am a very lucky man because I went to Notre Dame and I found my passion. I found it here. Not only with the camaraderie that I built with so many friends, but also the courses I took in film study. This is it's an incredible path that I was able to start here. And as I was walking in this morning, I see the sign, Notre Dame College Prep. Well, for me, it was Notre Dame Career Prep. I took film classes here with Celia Rizzo and Father Carrico, and they were very passionate filmmakers. So I took the option of making a film instead of doing a final paper. Obviously, I think a lot of us would probably choose the film path or the video path right now, rather than doing a term paper. And with three of my good friends, and we made this film, and Father Carrico said, this is terrific. I'm going to enter it in some film festivals. So we entered it in the New York Film Festival, and a few months later, we heard that we were finalists, and that we were invited to New York to the festival. And we went first time on an airplane, another fabulous experience. And we got there, and Marshall McLuhan was the speaker. He was a philosopher on film and radio and television. It was quite an experience listening to him talk about the influence of media and film on individuals. He had a famous quote. He said that the medium is the message. And I took that to heart. I thought, well, maybe there is something here. Although I went on to college and studied political science and sociology because my dad said, that film thing, I'm not sure you can make any money with that. So I think, good law degree, that's where you can make a good living. So I did pursue that, but when I got out of school, I said, I'm gonna try this film thing, see if I can make something of it. And I got a job as a gopher with a young guy named Gary Sinise. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gary. He was Lieutenant Dan on Forrest Gump, great movie, and now he stars in NCIS New York. So his dad owned the film editing company, and Gary would say to me just almost daily at lunch, I don't know whether to take your job or go to Hollywood. Gary, you're such a good actor. I had no idea what kind of an actor he could be. So eventually he went to Hollywood and got his job. Opened a company in 1990 in a dark room all by myself, editing film. Had some very loyal people who brought me work and built the company. And it was a fabulous thing. What did I get from Notre Dame that helped me in that experience? I think it was, number one, passion. There were so many passionate people here about what they did and the pursuits they had. I came, as Leo said earlier, I thought I was a pretty good athlete. I went out for freshman football, weighing in, I asked all my friends for their jewelry so I could put it in my pocket, around my neck. I still didn't break 100 pounds. I got cut. I did make the team my senior year. I think if you guys look in the trophy case, you'll see a lot of the trophies that I won in my senior year. On the JV team. I had a 95-yard run from scrimmage in the JV game. And Coach Casey came to the sidelines with a big smile on my face. Coach Casey said, "You missed the hole."
Always the coach.
He said he could have drove a truck through it, and you went wide. He says, that defender, he said, I could have outrun him. So anyway, but the experience and that camaraderie that you get in this school is unmatched. Going to basketball games, football games, cheering your team on. That's something that I remember today as a career builder, as someone who looks around and sees that group of people that they grew up with, that they still see today, and enjoy their company. Think about that, guys. I know that a lot of you are sitting at tables with good friends that you've had here. Support them. Help them when they need it. Be there for them. It's very important. And it's something that I think you all learned here about what relationships are and what this faith that we've had at Notre Dame has helped us with. So that's about all I've got for you. I want to thank you for having me here this morning. It was a great experience. And meeting some of you guys has also been a good time. Thank you.
Thank you.